Forearms is another muscle that I think most people don't train directly. And, you know, it's true, they do get work indirectly with a lot of exercises. You know, when you're training back, your forearms get a lot of work. But, you know, the thing is I believe you should train forearms directly. And I think big forearms is you know, it shows power. You know, your power's in your forearms. You know, you go to grab somebody, that's your forearm strength, your grip strength. You see a guy with, you know, big upper arms and no forearms, you know, personally, I don't think it's that great of a look. So forearms is a very important muscle in my opinion. Now, I'm no longer competing, and now say I'm not a bodybuilder. So as far as bodybuilding, forearms, I don't believe are judged on the bodybuilding stage. So, you know, it's a muscle that as a bodybuilder, you know, you probably don't have to train. And it doesn't really matter if this guy has bigger forearms than that guy as far as placing first or second. But as far as, you know, in life and visually walking around in a t-shirt, I mean, I think forearms is one of the most impressive muscles there is, and that's the muscle everybody's gonna see pretty much all the time is your forearms. So why forearms would be neglected, I have no idea. And as far as forearm movements, my favorite would be, obviously everyone knows this, is hammer curls. Hammer curls, you know, is one of the best exercises for forearms. Reverse barbell curls, thumbs over instead of thumbs under. Great for forearms, also good for grip strength. And then the obvious wrist curls. You know, wrist curls, palms up, palms down. Palms down, thumbs are always over. And what that does, it works your grip strength. When you put the thumb under the bar, it obviously makes it easier. So when it makes it easier, what do? We do it the easier way. So thumb over the bar, you're using your grip strength to hold onto the bar. And you know, you want to have impressive grip strength. You want to have strong hands, at least I do. So forearms is a very important muscle in my opinion, and I think visually, why would you not want big forearms? Calves. We're gonna talk about some calves today. Calves is one of my favorite muscle groups to train, and also one of my favorite muscles, just period. I've always loved calves. And I think it's one of the muscle groups that's, you know, kind of overlooked. And I think people don't train calves quite as hard as they could or should. And, you know, it's a hard muscle. A lot of people say that, you know, either have them or you don't. Genetically, you have calves or you don't have calves. And if you don't have calves, forget it, you can't bring them up. And that's obviously not true. You know, you can, you know, bring up any muscle you need to bring up as long as you're willing to do the work necessary. Also, we're walking on our calves all day long, so the muscle's constantly being stimulated. So, you know, you're gonna have to train your calves extra hard, and I believe extra heavy, because your calves are carrying your body weight around all the time. So, you know, you do calf raises with, you know, a little bit more than your body weight, it's not gonna do much. You're gonna have to really put those poundages on to make them grow. So I say heavy weight, lower reps for calves, which is obviously, I am more of a high rep kind of guy, but with calves, heavy low reps is what I found works the best. Also, I find in bodybuilding, calves are overlooked. And you can see a guy win a bodybuilding show, place high in a bodybuilding show, even on the Olympia stage with, you know, weak calves. And in some cases, almost no calves. And if you just think about this logically, your calf takes up more mass on your body than your upper arm. But you will never see a guy win a bodybuilding contest with 0 arms or weak arms. It will never happen. But weak calves happens all the time. So logically, it doesn't make any sense. The calf is a bigger muscle than the upper arm. But, you know, calves, you know, let them slide. You know, no calves, whatever, no big deal. Which is crazy. And I've heard some people say, you know, well, the judges, you know, where they're sitting, they can't see the calves. Well, I hope that's not the case. I hope the judges can see the calves, but maybe that's a possibility. Maybe the judges can't see the calves, so they don't care about the calves, so who cares? But basically, training tips for calves. The biggest problems I see is people training calves that keep their legs straight. And in order to contract the calf completely, the knees have to be bent. You cannot contract the calf with the knees not bent, with the legs straight. It's impossible. So if you're doing standing calf raises and your legs are completely straight, you're not going all the way up, you're not getting full range of motion, and you're not contracting the calf. So that's the biggest thing I see all the time. All the gyms I go to, I see people training calves and they have the legs straight. So the knee has to be bent, and the knee stays bent throughout the motion. Deep stretch at the bottom, come to the top, squeeze it, hold it 2 seconds maybe, get a burning sensation, come back down, up, squeeze, hold, and really feel that contraction of the muscle. And the more they burn, the more they're gonna grow. And those are my tips for calves and my opinion on calves.